Congresswoman, where exactly did you get your law degree? Alan Dershowitz smirked, his tone dripping with the kind of condescension only a celebrity lawyer could perfect. The panel froze. Eyes darted across the studio, some wide with disbelief, others narrowing in quiet disapproval. For a moment, the air itself felt charged, heavy with insult disguised as banter. A faint gasp broke the silence. Viewers at home could almost feel it ripple through the screen. When one of America's most famous lawyers thought he could belittle a freshman congresswoman's credentials, he never expected this would happen. But the way Crockett responded didn't just silence Dershowitz. It left an entire panel of legal experts stunned. This wasn't just a careless jab tossed across a television panel. It was the kind of remark that carried weight far beyond the studio walls. Alan Dershowitz wasn't merely mocking a degree. He was echoing a centuries-old dismissal, the reflexive belittling of women who dare to claim authority, of black professionals who dare to demand respect in spaces historically guarded by gatekeepers. And this time, the stage was bigger than ever. A live national broadcast, millions watching, every word immortalized in clips that would be replayed, dissected, and judged in the court of public opinion. The studio itself seemed to hold its breath. The lights were hot, the cameras unblinking, and at the center of it all, Jasmine Crockett sat calm, unshaken. She didn't rush to defend herself, didn't fire back immediately. Instead, she let the weight of his sneer linger, let the audience feel its sting. Her silence became its own kind of power, her stillness a warning that something sharp was coming. And while Dershowitz leaned back in smug satisfaction, convinced he had cornered the younger congresswoman, viewers didn't realize they were about to witness one of the most unforgettable clapbacks in political debate history. Alan Dershowitz built his career on a pedestal few lawyers ever reach. Harvard professor, courtroom celebrity, the man called upon to defend the most notorious of clients. His reputation glimmers with legal brilliance, yet it's shadowed by arrogance, by a flair for theatrics that often blurred the line between advocacy and ego. To admirers, he is a sharp mind. To critics, a bully in academic robes. And condescension? That was his favorite weapon, a tool he wielded against anyone he deemed beneath him. But this time, on live television, his usual tactic would backfire spectacularly. Jasmine Crockett's story doesn't begin in the marble halls of power or inside ivy-covered classrooms. It begins with working-class parents who taught her the value of persistence, of showing up even when the odds were stacked against you. She carried those lessons into law school, grinding through long nights, not with privilege as her cushion but with determination as her fuel. When the doors of corporate law firms opened, promising prestige and big paychecks, she turned away. Instead, she chose the courtroom battles that mattered most. Fighting for the poor, the overlooked, the voices drowned out by money and influence. As a civil rights attorney, she didn't just practice law. She lived it, defending those who could never afford a Dershowitz of their own. Every client's struggle became another weight she shouldered, every injustice another scar that only made her stronger. Unlike Dershowitz, who lectured from ivory towers and defended the powerful, Crockett built her career in trenches where truth and dignity were constantly under siege.